going on, guys? NL10 Off Script here, and welcome to episode 6 of the NL10 Off Script podcast. Richard is back.
Yes, I am.
Next to me this episode. Last episode, I had my brother on, episode 5. If you haven't watched that, be sure and go back and watch that after
Very
you listen
enjoyable
to it.
episode.
Oh, it was great. I had a good time with it, and we matched. We just randomly matched. Somehow, some way, we did it. We matched.
Brothers, am I right?
Yeah. But it's good to have you back with me today. So
Thank you, sir.
We're doing something a little different today,
Yes,
as a matter of
yes,
fact.
we are.
I think we're going to start off with something that we said about, I think it was episode 2, maybe episode 3.
It was one of the first ones.
This is, back even before we even had the camera going. So,
Still just audio.
yeah, still just strictly audio. But
And a big old blue banner that said NL10 script.
the NL10 Off Script podcast. That was awesome. Oh, man, the good days. The good days.
Yes.
But you told me in that podcast, whether it be 2 or 3, that you saw a thing that if you combined, what was it, Coke and root beer, it got you Dr. Pepper. And I
Yes.
told you that we would do this.
Yes.
So
And here we are with video camera.
Finally, we got it here. As a matter of fact, I went and got these right before. It come to my mind earlier. So we have actual Dr. Pepper here because, you got to.
And then we have good old Coke and good old A&W root beer.
Even though I was looking for mug. I like mug. I really don't discriminate if it's good root beer. I don't really care. But,
I mean,
love
I'm not a
beer.
root beer drinker
Oh,
per se.
I am.
But
Absolutely.
it's like, now that I'm getting older, I'm starting to like it just a little bit more. And, mixing the two, like I said, I tried this before, but it wasn't this brand.
You said what?
It was-
Everybody uses like A&W for
Yeah,
this?
everybody uses this one, but like the one I tried before was, what was it, IBC or something like that? the Walmart brand.
Yeah, I like the
Yeah,
I like
like-
their cream soda. Cream soda is really good for the
Yes.
IBCs. I am a thorough root beer drinker. I love my root beers,
Do you like
and
putting it in ice cream?
it was the good news about all this is when I was getting this, I'm thinking, oh crap, we don't have any cups. Thankfully, they happen to have just a coffee machine sitting right there, and we got some cups. So I said, I was standing in line. I'm like, I'm jipping me 2 of those. And I went for 2. I accidentally got 3. So I'm sorry. I apologize. I stole way too many. But we'll use that for later. So I'm ready to try this. I think. All right. I just think we go for it. So I'm gonna do a little bit of. I wish I had like a
Okay, so
measuring
first,
cup or something.
before we do that one, we're going to take a swig
Of the Dr. Pepper?
Dr. Pepper. That
Yeah,
way we
do it.
We got
Do it.
Dr. Pepper.
You got to.
We know what
Not
it
only
tastes
that,
like.
I just want to have a swig of Dr. Pepper because I like Dr. Pepper. I like the zero sugar Dr. Pepper a lot.
Please don't
myself.
spew.
Yeah, don't do that. I didn't shake them up, so they should be good. So give me a little shot there. Oh man, that's good.
Good stuff.
Listen, you hear that? Yeah.
It's a sizzle reel.
Yeah, you hear that go.
Give it a little swash.
Good stuff. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Original. Here's the fun part. God, I hope we can replicate this. Because if you do, that's actually kind of cool.
He's going to be setting the Dr. Pepper apocalypse.
Oh, dude, that'd be amazing. Let's see. I wish I had like a measuring cup. That way I knew how much I was putting in there. But I'm just gonna just pour a little bit. Pour a little. Okay. A little. All right.
bit of
Yes,
half
sir.
and
Yes,
half.
sir. Yeah, do a little half and half.
And I'll do the Coke.
Did you ever do at the Bojangles? Did you ever do?
Across the thing?
Well, see, what I used to do was not only that, but I would do it with they had the cherry soda. So I would get the cherry soda, and then I would do the Dr. Pepper, not Dr. Pepper, but Pepsi, and have cherry Pepsi. That was like
I feel
law
like
for
we
me.
need to do a little shake up too.
I know. How am I going to do that?
We didn't think about grabbing straws.
Hey, this is where the third cup can come in. I freaking. This is why I got 3. Heck yeah! This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna
break it in half and make it our straw.
Yes, absolutely. You might get a little styrofoam in there. There's your stir, good sir.
I love a good.
That is awesome. And here is my stir. And this is why we got I knew what I was doing. I knew exactly what I was doing there. Do a little stir and set you off here. By the way, even though we're doing this, I still am rocking Diet Pepsi.
Okay.
I'm really looking
Think-
for a sponsor for that.
I
That'd be
think
kinda
I'm
cool.
good.
You good?
The stir. Okay.
All right, here, we'll throw your stirs in there.
Here we go.
There we go in the trash can. Are you ready? Cheers,
Cheers,
brother.
sir.
Cheers.
Hopefully.
This is
Like I said, IBC was before A&W's now, so
to Dr. Pepper. Hoorah! I'm nervous. Bro.
there it
This
is.
stuff works. This is how you. This is for
This is
real.
Dr. Pepper, man. It's
It
like
is.
we may have like unbalanced a little bit
Mm-hmm.
with the root beer because root beer comes through just a little bit. Maybe
Yeah.
if you pour a little bit more Coke in there.
I can taste the root beer, but it actually is pretty good.
There you go.
There you go.
Dr. Pepper.
So this is legit. Oh wow, I have to do a little sip on that. Who all did the? This is like cook. So I have salted nuts. This is my dinner. We're both fresh off of work. By the way,
Yes, we are.
we had enough time to change clothes and everything.
It's
But,
like I
got
changed
some
my shirt,
nuts.
but didn't change my pants or work shoes. So
I had
you
to
can
change
see from up
everything.
here.
I had to change everything. But I will say this: being a UPS driver, that's really good. Being a UPS driver, you get like watch this, bang! Look at the look at the tan lines,
shininess, man.
Look at the tan lines you
Oh,
get.
hold
being
on,
UPS.
hold that sleeve back up.
Yeah.
Like, look at that.
I don't have biceps, so don't even look at it.
It's
Yeah.
about the exact same whiteness.
Yeah. Oh man, doesn't it's even worse when you don't have like good biceps at all. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I've trained my arms a bunch at different points in life, and I've never really. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I'm made up. Maybe I was just cursed with stick arms. But whatever.
Exactly.
But dude, I love this. This is freaking awesome.
Now the man's set for Dr. Pepper apocalypse.
That's pretty. I'm surprised that is the case. We'll have to look more stuff like this up and do that for sure.
Yes,
I
I would
don't know,
love to.
something different. Something we thought about it, and I've been wanting to do this. I'm planning on doing it last episode, but then when me and Alan was talking, we just agreed to do episode 5 together. I'm like, well, I'll push this off till 6, and I almost forgot, and I happened to remember today. Yeah, it was great. But so before we started this podcast, I posted on you look like
Yeah, I got
just like Alan did last.
I had a burp, so I was like, let me move off.
Alan was full. We had Diet Pepsis, just like I always kind of keep one. That's just kind of been my drink. That or the zero sugar Pepsis.
Yeah, for real.
He would keep like over there trying to get rid of his burps and everything.
Yeah, that
It
would
was-
that
it
was snuck
was-
up right pretty fast.
it was hilarious, man. But before, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram or did I post it on Facebook? I don't think I did.
Maybe not.
I'm not sure. I know I posted Instagram and Snapchat, but we asked some of the people that follow us, and I just do it straight. sorry.
Oh God!
My bad.
Why me? It's right in my face. Oh.
Oh Jesus!
Ah.
I do apologize, good sir. Didn't I do that the other night when we were playing?
Yeah, when we were playing Clue. You went burp. Just looked directly at me. Like, no. Don't.
Oh Jesus!
It's like, do it to Philip. I'm gonna get down.
I
He's
know,
right.
I know. This is, you get caught in the crossfire a lot.
I
Good
do.
Lord. I freaking know you like a steak dinner all the times I've done that.
You know what? I'm going to put this one out there. How about this? I'm going to start looking up little trends here and there on TikTok.
do that.
I'm
That'd
going
be
to look
kinda
up
cool.
like little trends on TikTok and YouTube, and little hacks and whatnot. And we're going to try them. We're going if some of them have to be cooked, you know what? I'll cook them and get them ready because I don't think Nathan wants to follow me around like a cameraman and watch me record.
Speaking of cooking,
Yep.
we we did the Jesus attack.
It's attacking no.
We grilled those little chicken tenderloins.
Oh,
at-
those were amazing.
Oh, dude, I did it again last night. I got me a big pack at Food Lion. I had like an MVP. It was like $2 off, and I got lemon pepper, and I got a couple left. I plan on eating when I get back home.
You know what I ate
Dude,
last
they were
night?
great. What was that?
I
That and the Checkers fries. If you
Okay,
get the
I know
Checkers fries-
I know you're going to go bleh at it, but this was my dinner last night. Last night I went to Dollar General and bought some Gordon's fish, fillet of fish.
He got a
breaded
little
fish.
fillet of fish.
I got some little fillet of fish and some Idaho potatoes, and went and threw them in the air fryer. And
That is what
that was my dinner.
Probably one of the greatest inventions ever is the air fryer. Seriously.
I'm really loving that thing. That is an amazing machine.
Dude. That thing is amazing. Oh man, it cooks a French fry to perfection. I love those Checkers fries that you can buy at Food Lion. I freaking love those things.
I like to get the checker ones because I'm not gonna lie. The I don't know if they're Dollar General brand, but I don't even know they're Dollar General brand, but they're the Idaho ones. I think they're just called Idaho.
Yeah, like the Idaho potato. Yeah,
and I'm like,
crinkle cut.
no, it's just like
Straight?
regular.
They straight cut.
I guess so.
I don't know the like technical name for them. Stick
But-
fries. I don't.
But it was like they were all right, but I've had better.
See,
So-
I like the Checkers are like the stick fry. I don't know what you want to call it. Like I guess you can call it fast food fries.
Call me a down south boy because I sure do buy enough of the Ore-Ida fries.
I don't think I've ever had Ore-Ida. Maybe I have. Maybe I have.
Ore-Ida's like your staple, like growing up. It
Oh,
was
really?
like you either had Ore-Ida, all with some Tyson chicken nuggets.
Oh, dude, good Tyson
all
chicken.
you had.
I love some Tyson chicken nuggets. I found some at also at Food Line. I've been finding some good stuff at Food Line, I have to say. But what I was saying earlier is that I went on Instagram and Snapchat and asked you guys for some questions. And sure enough, we actually got some pretty good questions that came through. You've got them on your phone.
I do.
I'm keeping an eye on mine just in case we have more come in. And if more come in after this episode is done, we will.
There's gonna be a part two.
I was about to say we'll kind of do like a little outtakes, you know, and I might just post it up on my Instagram, my Snapchat. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it is at NL10_offscript. Just the same way my my YouTube handle is. It is like that on Instagram. I rarely do stuff on Snapchat, and my Facebook. I don't even touch that stuff really, honestly, half the time. So,
I was
but
gonna say,
Instagram
yeah,
for sure.
if you can send them to me as well, my handle is all lowercase at Mr. Jigsaw Dream. And
Yay.
I like I said, just for me, it'd be good for there. Facebook, I just mainly use for private stuff. Snapchat,
Yeah, me too.
I'm mainly just checking people's stories out at that point.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I post a little bit from time to time on there, but I'm keeping an eye on mine as well. But you've got some questions.
I do.
From did they want to stay anonymous, or did you want to name them, or just like name like what the name of the
ones-
group is?
all but the last one. I can pretty much name them.
Okay,
It's-
it all comes.
I'm probably
from
going to name their gamer names. Is what
yeah, that'll
what I'll
work.
call 'em,
That'll be
so.
fine too. Yeah, that'd be good.
But most of them came from my Rad Squad that I talked about, the company, the group that I play Row Company with, and they asked some pretty good questions. I will.
Yeah,
admit.
you were reading them to me earlier. I thought they were pretty good, and the one anonymous one is the one I wanted to hold off to the last because that one is that one's a good one. That's a
Yes.
very very good question. I'm glad to see that.
So-
Something a little bit different. Go ahead, sir.
So the first question, I'm just going to go ahead and get out the way because me and you have touched base on this quite a bit from time to time, and I think it might as well just be like, okay, let's get it out of the way since we've never shot it in a podcast. We did a top 10 on it.
Oh yeah.
What is your favorite game, and why is it your favorite game?
For me, I'm gonna take this generally, obviously, of all time. I would have to say my favorite game of all time has still got to be Call of Duty 2, the big red one.
That was a really good one.
And the reason I know people are like probably wondering about that, I explain it a little bit more in the top 10, but briefly what I can do is Richard's over there bourbon again.
Yep.
I got really attached to the campaign of that game.
The characters.
Especially Brooklyn. Brooklyn was he was a character in the game. I don't know what it was. I think that story was written very well. Obviously the graphics weren't there yet, but
Yell it with me now.
oh jeez. As he dies. Gosh, man.
Spoiler
but yeah.
alert, but hey, if this is a spoiler to you, what have you been doing?
Yeah, it's came out into what 2005. No.
no, maybe earlier than that, maybe
3 or 4.
between 4 and 6.
Well, yeah, that'd be that general.
That's somewhere in there.
But yeah, definitely Call of Duty 2, the big red one. And if you guys want to know any more about that, go back to our top 10. It is more recently the games that made us who we are. Or no, or is it top
Yes.
10 games of all time? Which one?
I think it was the top 10 games that made us gamers.
Is it that? Yeah, that.
It's one or the other.
I'm about positive because didn't you do the number one on that one?
Yes, I did.
I think you did.
And guess what? It's still my number one today, as always.
Yeah, it is. That's exactly what it was. So it's actually the most recent top 10. Speaking of top 10s, I want to do more.
Me too.
Yeah, because the one we did before that was top 10 most anticipated games of 2020. And that was obviously 3 years ago now. So yeah.
And heck, since this went so well, we may do a top 10 based on what you ask us. What you want to see us do a top 10? Watch me hit the thing.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
A top
I did it
10
too,
movies or top 10 whatever. Just give it to us, and
Do it.
we'll figure out a list and we'll put it together, and we will do it just to entertain you.
By the way, I remember the last time you did your favorite game, you actually had the shirt on. I don't think the game you're getting ready to say is the shirt you have on.
No, it's not. It's not this.
But
time.
it was in the top 10.
Yeah, I have my Banjo-Kazooie shirt on. And yes, that is my favorite game of all time. Why is it my favorite game? It was the one game that I was excited for the most. Yes, I had my Donkey Kong Country games, my Super Mario games, Legend of Zelda, as I'm wearing right now. But I had all those.
Is that Ocarina of Time?
Ocarina of Time.
Hey, I remember.
I had all of those, games growing up. You're doing it too. We're gonna
I headbutted the thing as I was trying to pour some nuts.
Salty and sweet.
Not too sweet, but really salty. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
there we go. But yeah, it was one of the first games that I was absolutely anticipating. Like I remember, like I said in the video, there's more in-depth stuff in the video. You will have to go back and watch that. But I remember Nintendo Power sending a VHS tape out. I got the VHS tape and I was like, what the heck is Banjo-Kazooie? I don't know what this is. And, I read a little bit about it and Nintendo Power as well because they set an issue with it. And then I watched the VHS tape. And before the game even came out, I watched that VHS tape till it was starting to ruin because I was so excited for the game to come out. So when it did finally come out, I went and I think I had my mom check it out at Blockbuster maybe 20 times.
Oh, wow. I miss Blockbuster.
At that point, I could have bought the game, but yes, I checked the game out so many times, beat it. I don't know how many times before I actually even got it. And when I finally got it, I could not stop playing still. I was absolutely loving it with that game. And then there was that time period where I didn't have a Nintendo 64. I had no way of playing it. And they put it on the Xbox as a remaster full with widescreen and everything. It was icing on the cake.
Oh, man.
I was a kid all over again and still am to this day. They put it back on the Nintendo Switch Online thing for the expansion pack, and guess what, a kid all over again. Because why? I haven't played Banjo-Kazooie on a Nintendo system since 2001 too, when I had my Nintendo 64 for the last time.
Oh, wow.
So yes, I love it, and
Never
now
touched it.
I hope it comes back as a new series or something like that. But
Cool. That'd be good.
I've been saying that for years now, but here we are in 2022, and things still look grim sometimes. But you never say never in the world of video games.
I also believe that Banjo-Kazooie was, you probably liked Banjo-Kazooie, but you loved Nuts and Bolts just because, that's the only thing I know about Nuts and Bolts is that you dislike it. That's out of that. I can't tell you.
Okay, let me rephrase this. I know some people love it because they have a little love for customizations and stuff like that. But to me, for someone who loves exploring open world platformer games, it's got to be all there. That game just felt so empty, if that makes sense. Imagine Call of Duty, but from point A to point B, there was nothing. Just emptiness and hollowness.
Sounds like Call of Duty nowadays.
I mean, yeah, there it is. Call of Duty 2023.
I'm really, I know. I see Philip putting, and I hope he hears this. I know he will too. I see him talking his smack in the comments on Facebook. We've talked about these Facebook comments, and we're gonna, you know what? This one got me riled up. I was sitting there, I was watching through, and
It's Trey.
yeah, oh, dude, it's even worse than that.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, dude. I about called him on this one, like, what the freak, man. But he was there was a Modern Warfare 2 thing, because I have to say this. Okay, Call of Duty's not changing. Call of Duty is going to be Call of Duty. There are certain things in Call of Duty I think could be improved, and I could do something on that at a later time. And I put stock into this one to help me get back into the series because it is Modern Warfare 2. They did a really good job on Modern Warfare. There were some things that I think could be tweaked, and I believe that they're tweaking them. I have all faith in this one because it is the last thing that I can give faith on in the Call of Duty series. I can't do anything else with it anymore. Like Vanguard, I'm sorry, garbage.
Hey.
Campaign was actually pretty good.
I have a challenge for you people out there. If you're watching this, no matter where, when, and where you're watching this, tag this. Send this to who makes Call of Duty? Activision? No, not Activision. Is it?
Well, Activision's the mother company, but you got this year's Infinity Ward.
Okay, send it to Infinity Ward.
Infinity Ward, Treyarch.
I want you to
Sledgehammer.
I want you to hear this. Make this man love your multiplayer. Make
Do
this
it.
man
Do it.
love your campaigns.
I did.
Why?
They're already going to do that. I already have.
Do you want to know why I want you to do this? Because this man will literally like turn into an ad and like advertise to me and Philip over and over and over. Just imagine you're doing that. He's advertising to you right now. And he wants you to buy this game so he can play with you.
They got the open beta coming up too. I'm ready to play that.
Yeah, let's talk about the open beta as well. This man will even play the open beta with you. You will buy the game. You will spend $60, $70, $80.
I think I know where this is going.
Spend $60, $70, $80 into this game. Just to play it for 2 days, and this man's like, I'm done.
Oh, that is awesome! I did that.
We're doing this uncensored too. He'll be like, oh, fuck this game. I'm done.
I have done that
Multiple times. Oh my God, I lost count. Man, come on, man. It looks good. It's going to be so good. Play some, yeah, they could, it could use some little tweaks here and there.
Oh, man. The only one I didn't do that for was Battlefield 1. I did say, like, me and Philip was even talking about this the other day, that Battlefield 1 does look pretty freaking cool.
Battlefield 1?
Battlefield, yeah, not look cool, but it was a great game, and we would like to go back and play it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we all have fun with that one. Me, you, Philip, Wesley, we all have fun with that one.
We played hours of that game. I mean, freaking hours on end. I mean, it was just like a Call of Duty. Something about it. It was just something special about it. Holistic, simple.
Nathan, it is almost October, and last time we played Battlefield 1 is when October was in full effect, and I had my Oktoberfest in my system.
Oh yeah, we was talking about that a little bit ago. Is that the next question? You rolling up in the next question?
What?
Is that the next
No,
question?
that's not the next question, but I'm just saying that maybe we should like record some gameplay footage of us playing Battlefield 1 now in 2022, and maybe I'll bring out the the Oktoberfest so you can get some giggles on screen.
Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit before shooting, but I actually do have a little bit of.
Oh, okay, I get your question.
Yeah.
That was a question that I was not going to answer. It's anonymous, but yeah, they asked us what is our favorite alcohol drink, and go ahead.
So for me, here's the thing. Alcohol's never been my thing ever, really. I did it. I did it. I did this.
I did it.
I did it.
I did it for the rock.
We were going for it. But I have drank a couple of times in my life. Not my scene. Sorry. I'm a real down to earth, real just. I'm a normal dude. I guess I'm not.
He's a Joe Schmo.
Yeah, there you go. I'm Joe Schmo. I don't do anything. This is about as crazy as I'd get. Sometimes I get too.
Who needs a diet?
Well, I did a little something crazy today, mixing two different ones together, to create one that's already created. But that's just me. But I would say back when I did drink a little bit, probably, if I had just to pick, it was going to be some type of whiskey or bourbon. And that would be it. I really wasn't too picky. Didn't have a full length knowledge. Like I said, I only did it a few times, so it's not like I have this extensive knowledge of the finer drink in the life. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm just not me. But yeah, that would be about it.
And for me, it's like I very seldomly drink. Like I don't go out and drink constantly. Like that's not my thing. But it's like every occasionally I'll have some rum because I like rum, and, you know, with the Malibu and Bacardi. But you like I was just saying about Battlefield 1, he's going not the mic again.
These mics are taking beatings tonight. Go
For
ahead.
real. But like I was saying with Battlefield 1, October's coming up. I love Oktoberfest from Samuel Adams. Of course, it's a beer. But guess what? I love it. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, that is the only thing every time I ever see him doing anything.
Yeah, it's like I will go through a case after case in October.
Yeah. In October,
October's my month.
he gets
So,
rocked.
hey.
I mean, I have to say that when they made Baja Blast Zero Sugar, I went through a bunch of those. Had a good taste. I really liked it. But yeah, definitely. I have to say that's just about it for me. What else you got for me?
This next one is a funny one because it says, "What is your favorite console and why is it the Switch?" Okay, first off,
There answers that.
First off, what is your favorite game? That question was from my good friend Morby. She's one of the starters of the group that we have, and she's the one who got us all into it. So thank you, Morby, for that question. The next one's from Grim, and she's the one that said, "What is your favorite console and why is it the Switch?" Well, first off, it's not the Switch, ma'am.
Yeah, I was about to say I've played the Switch when I played Mario Party, and that was with y'all.
Hanging out with us.
That's it.
Switch, I do love it, and I will admit it's a great game console for older games that has been remastered and brought back. Like that's where I play all my Nintendo 64 games.
I think if I was
games.
younger, I might be into it. Like more of like early teenage years. I think it kind of fits more to that on like the PSP did. That's when I played the PSP the most.
I'm
when
actually
I was
looking to buy a PSP. I want one so bad.
Oh man, that'd be a pretty good purchase. I always liked those. I thought they were always nice.
But yeah, I love the Switch. Switch is a really good console. But my favorite console is going to be the Nintendo 64 or GameCube. So, why? Because Nintendo 64, of course, I've already talked about it enough. I mean, all my favorite games from my childhood's on there. Nintendo GameCube is right when I was hitting teenage years, and I was starting to experience more, adult-like games like Resident Evil more. And so, yeah, of course. But yeah, those are my two consoles. What is yours?
I'd have to say probably mine is going to be the PlayStation 3, and I know that's probably like, oh my god, it was. A lot of people hated the PlayStation 3 for some reason. I don't know. I'm sorry, I liked it.
I guess it's because it was a little late to the party. It was too expensive, and Xbox 360 was already in full swing. Probably
may have been.
That's
I have no
probably the
idea.
main reason.
I think the primary reason that is because that is the main console I played so much of, starting with Call of Duty World at War, going through all the SmackDown versus Raw games around. I played 07 on the PlayStation 2, obviously, but eventually got it over to the 3, and then played all my SmackDown versus Raw games, all the Call of Duties, all the way through Black Ops 2, which those are the quote unquote the golden years of Call of Duty. I still think the end of the golden years were probably Advanced Warfare. I'd have to say, I actually really enjoyed Advanced Warfare.
Which one came out first, Ghost or Advanced Warfare?
Ghosts.
Ghost was the downfall, in my opinion, anyways.
I loved Ghost. I played a lot of Ghosts just because, like me and Alan was talking about Extinction and whatnot. That was really fun. That and Clan Wars added a whole other aspect to it. But I played all of those. PlayStation Home, which I have preached for years.
This man talked about PlayStation Home
so much. When they did the Astrobot Playroom whatnot in PlayStation 5, when you could do kind of like a Crash Bandicoot type thing with like PlayStation's Astrobot, and they made a game off of it. I enjoyed playing that because you got to unlock stuff of PlayStation's history, and they did a whole thing on PlayStation Home, and I was so proud. And
Xbox
so happy.
has something like that now, where you can experience with the years, like it's like a museum.
Oh, really?
Of the early years of Xbox. Um, let's see. Also, Grim asked another question. If you could see any game from your childhood adapted into a film or TV series, what would it be?
Okay, so this is the one that I said I think that you would like
Okay, go for
from it, because I kind of have two different ones, and I'm gonna go with like the sub one, and then I'll hit the main one, which
Okay.
I've already mentioned the main one. The sub one would be the alternative in Lord of the Rings Conquest, where you can
Yes.
see the Lord of the Rings basically played from reverse, where Sauron stops, somehow he's revived and comes back into human form, if you ever saw the Lord of the Rings, and stops Frodo from throwing the ring into Mount Doom, and he takes it, and
Kills
evil goes back. Even though I would hate seeing Aragorn die, it would like kill me, like I would sob.
It's like you'll see everybody that you love in that movie die.
Oh yeah, all the way through. I mean,
Legolas.
they even get down to the Shire, which I mean, you kind of saw that a little bit. I
Yeah.
mean, those little flashbacks that Frodo had, but I'd say that. But also number one being Call of Duty 2, the big red one. I think it would be a really good war movie. Really, I
I
really
mean, didn't we get that with Saving Private Ryan though?
But Brooklyn's not in it. I don't know what it is. The voice actor for that, I don't even know who it is. But the voice actor, and I think all the people. We know Abraham from The Walking Dead was in there.
Yep.
I think he was the sergeant. He was the
think so,
yeah, he
yeah.
was the sergeant. He's actually in a lot of the Call of Duty games. If you listen, you'll hear him all the time, always shouting commands. It's freaking awesome.
You can't do Brooklyn right if you don't include a pastrami sandwich.
Oh yeah, I mean it's got to be everything full and through. Like don't
For
change
real.
anything. Maybe expand it a little bit more. I'd like to hang out a little bit more with the guy, but yeah, I'd have to say that. Either that or one of the Assassin's Creed games, like Assassin's Creed
Well, I mean,
3.
we've gotten
3 would be great.
movies out of it. They just haven't been the best.
No, the Assassin's Creed movie was garbage. I'm sorry.
It's like I watched
watched
it. It was meh.
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay, that's
You
cool.
do Assassin's Creed 3 though. You do it the right way. That would be good. Very good. Go ahead, good sir.
I've been trying to think on this one, and the only one that comes to my mind is probably, which is something that you probably would be like, really? But, honestly, I would love to see it. God of War.
No, I think that'd be a great idea.
I would
Honestly,
love to see a God of War movie.
the way they're doing like the newest ones that's coming out,
Yes.
the way the graphics look on that, I mean, it already kind of looks that way.
It's
but
already
it would
very
be cool.
cinematic, yeah.
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
heck, you're doing The Last of Us already. I mean, go ahead and do that.
Are they doing a TV series on that?
TV series.
Ah,
I
just
mean,
do a movie.
they did say TV. She did ask TV series or movies. So I mean, God of War is one that I could see made into a movie, but you could also do like a TV series based on The Boy.
Oh yeah, I could see that. I could
So-
definitely see that. But yeah, I do like that God of War. That would be pretty cool
Yes.
to see for sure.
All right, let's open this phone back up and see what we got next. Morby asked another question. And it's mainly Morby and Grim all the way through.
Cool.
But you know what? We appreciate you guys for your support.
Seriously, yeah,
and
good
giving
questions.
some
Really good questions. Yeah.
Morby asked this one, and it's not really our cup of tea. I'm sorry, Morby. But favorite
Uh-oh.
serial killer? Like,
I don't have one.
I mean, I don't really watch.
Oh.
Like, I watch some documentaries here and there when I'm bored, but I'm not going to say, yes, that Ted Bundy guy, my hero.
Yeah, I have to say, yeah, that one's. I don't have one of those.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of girls
If we're
and
talking like
guys
eating
out there
cereal, I
nowadays.
can do that.
What is it?
I could do eating
Yeah,
cereal.
I have a shirt. I should have, like, Morby, I wish you would have asked this question, serious? What?
Cereal.
Orith. I wish you would have asked this question a little bit earlier because I actually have a shirt at home that has a skull on it with cross.
Tricks.
You know, it's like it's got spoons crossed, and it literally says serial killer on it.
Seriously?
Yes.
That's kind of cool.
I would. I wish I would have like wore that for this episode now.
Quick, favorite cereal?
Favorite cereal? Oh, Fruity Pebbles.
Honey Bunches of Oats.
You want to know another one of my favorite favorite cereals?
What's that?
Your close with Honey Bunches of Oats, just a regular old Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
Oh, I like Frosted Flakes too. I like Frosted Flakes.
Most people be like, yeah, they're too cardboardish, and I'm like, yeah, true, but
You know,
guess
I actually found a keto cereal that I was just kind of testing out. It was called Incredibowl.
I never heard of it, but
It's kind of expensive, but the chocolate.
Oh,
like
how good
the-
keto cereal is going to be pretty expensive.
Oh yeah, and it was like, it wasn't big. I keep hitting that microphone.
Someone showed me this keto milk the other day.
I don't know
and
about all that.
You know how much that keto milk cost? That came in a little container that was like this big.
Way too much for me.
It was like $9. I was like, no.
Jesus. Well, I have
No,
to
I'm
say
not
the
paying that
box
much.
of cereal was $7, but I got 2 boxes.
Oh,
I wanted to try the Frosted Flakes version, and I wanted to try it's the
Was it-
the chocolate round things. I don't know what you want to call it, like chocolate crunch. Or
But
something.
yeah, sorry, Morby. Like I get the fascination with learning about serial killers and whatnot. I don't condone becoming a serial killer yourself. But here's the question you should have asked me, because I could go all about this one. Who is your favorite gangster? Because I liked gangster movies and I love watching stuff about Al Capone.
Yeah, I'd like to say Al
would you
Capone.
would you say they're still serial killers or just gangsters at that point?
Maybe in their own way, I could do that.
Like I love the old gangster movies and Scarface, Godfather, Al Capone. Yeah, that's my go-to. But your people who actually like murdered girls and like
Yeah, like the real people.
yeah, it's like
Mm.
yeesh. I mean, Al
Those-
Capone was real, but
Well, yeah, but I don't know. I don't think he ever messed with anybody unless like they messed with him.
it's like you mess with me, I with you. So.
Yeah. And like the serial killers are just like, "Hi, what's your
Yes.
name? Deborah? Cool, you're dead." Like,
It's
I
like,
don't know. It's not
I'm
not
gonna
not
eat you tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna chop you up and
jeez.
well, it's like okay, cool.
That's rough. I don't understand how people could do stuff like that, but I don't know. That's just me.
It's not me either. So once again, sorry, Marvy, but
Sorry, Morbs.
that's what I call her.
Here we go.
There we go, Morbs.
Morbius.
Favorite Disney movie. Morby asked that one too.
So you want to know a secret?
Yep. I think we all do. Let's hear it.
I, as a kid,
Mm-hmm.
never watched anything Disney. Seriously.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I
amazing.
was Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I was Static Shock, which I guess you can kind of say it was on Disney XD, but whatever. I watched Lord of the Rings, Curious George, Clifford, Andy Griffith. I loved Andy Griffith. That was fun.
I watched a
Seinfeld.
lot of Andy Griffith and Seinfeld. And
Oh man, yeah. Friends, eventually Friends. A TV show I'm on now, which I've been on for years, but I love rewatching, is Frasier. That's a good one. But I would have to say I did see. So I took a girl that I was dating back in 2019 when they did the live action of The Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was very well done, and that was the first time I'd ever saw The Lion King. That's pretty cool.
ouch.
I know everybody's like, "What?" They're probably having
When
riots.
I,
They're canceling me as we speak.
You want to have a
like,
little
right now.
fun fact about me? My first movie ever seen in theater was Lion King. The original.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I don't even remember my first movie in the theaters. Jeez, that's been so long ago, dude. I remember going and seeing Spider-Man 3 in theaters because I was like tripping out over that. Even though people hated it, but we've covered that before. That was pretty cool.
Let's see.
What do you got next for me?
I didn't even answer my Disney movie, did I?
No, you didn't. As a matter of fact, you
Whoops.
just told me that you went. And
Okay,
saw
so my favorite Disney movie is going to have to be Aladdin. I grew up
a
on
lot
that
of people.
one.
A lot of people.
I was
like-
gonna say
think,
I grew up and loved that one because Robin Williams. I mean,
Yeah, Alan loved Aladdin a lot. Himself, I know he liked them a lot.
now I'm going to ask the next question because I don't want to get too much on Disney. So, favorite sport and why is it boring? Morby asked that question as well.
Morbs has got a bunch of questions for us. I
Morby-
like it. I like it. I like
Morby
it a lot.
just writing them in like that.
I know. I was surprised we got as many as we did through just her.
Thank you, Morby, once again.
So my favorite sport. Okay, so there's favorite sport to watch and to play. I love playing basketball.
Okay.
I don't really watch it as much anymore though, except for like college when North Carolina plays. That's another
I
thing.
think you're like, for me, it's like when you watch it, like, okay, you played it enough, but then you watch it, and then all of a sudden the people that you watch are no longer there. That's when you kind of just go slip through the cracks a little
Yeah,
bit more.
I think there's like a thing where, you know, you say you grow up like NASCAR, right?
I was going to say NASCAR. I was going to use NASCAR as an example.
Right.
Yes.
You're like, for me, I grew up. I had Carl Edwards, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kyle Busch. He's still in it now. Greg Biffle, Matt Kenseth. I mean, I can keep going names, and now they're not there. And not only did I get tired of watching them take left turns, but also those guys and those paint schemes, those cars are not there anymore.
Yeah, it was like for me, it was like, even though I didn't like Jeff Gordon, I was
Jeff Gordon too.
I was
How did
like,
I forget Jeff Gordon?
It's like I grew up watching Dale Earnhardt Sr., Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kyle Busch. Well, I mean, Kyle Busch is there, all right? I guess. Maybe.
Yeah, he's still there.
I haven't watched it in so long. Rusty Wallace, Terry, and
yeah.
Bobby Labonte. Like, I love those guys.
Bobby Labonte. I was actually at what is his name? I can't even think of his name off the top of my head. Keep going. I'll think of his name in a
Sterling
minute.
Marlin.
No. Used to drive the UPS car, number 44.
Jarrett.
Dale
Jarrett.
What? Dale Jarrett.
Dale Jarrett.
Dale Jarrett. That's it.
I was going
That's
to say,
it.
Ned's the father.
Yes, Dale Jarrett. I was at his last race. He was in Charlotte, and that was my first race, but that was his last.
If only you could tell him now that you're a UPS driver.
I know. I even like the old David Reagan number 6 UPS car. I thought that was slick.
It was like I watched all these guys. I took like a short period away from NASCAR, like 3-4 years. Went back and watched it. I was like, don't know anybody.
And now I can't stand the paint schemes of the cars, but I've also have covered that at this point as well.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
And also,
favorite sport to watch is football, and that's just because football season's in right now. Go ahead.
And also featuring a guest spot with his dad.
Yeah. Dad came back in. He didn't fall asleep this time. He actually helped me with the name of Dale Jarrett. Thank you. I knew it was on the tip of my daggum tongue. He used to have a dealership back in I think it was Monroe somewhere. But go ahead.
Okay. But why is it boring?
I know, right?
My favorite sport is, well, hockey. I love watching hockey. I like going with the people that are my friends. Like
Checkers for you, right?
I was going to say it's Checkers, yeah, and the New York Rangers. I do watch it, yeah, and I watch them with my buddies. Well, did I say their name just a moment ago? I'm going to say their last name, the Loudermilks.
Yeah.
But I watch it with them. They've invited me quite a few times, and it was actually interesting. Like for me, I remember just growing up, just thinking of the basis of hockey, and just playing on the video game and whatnot. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I watched it live in front of me with them and my daughter and whatnot, and seeing some of them fights that actually broke out in there. And it was actually really good.
There's a saying in there that I went to a fight and a hockey game broke out.
Like you said, you didn't like hockey, but I think me, you, and Philip all just need to go. And
Well,
just
as a matter, I'm actually glad you brought that up. So when was the Stanley Cup? Earlier this year?
Yes.
So in that time frame, I started listening to the Pat McAfee show because I think Pat McAfee does a great job on SmackDown, and I started listening to his show when I was on the road. But sure enough, the Stanley Cup was going on, and he's a big hockey fan. He's from Pittsburgh, so the Pittsburgh Penguins were there. And as a matter of fact, the Carolina Hurricanes happened to be playing. And I kind of got into it a little bit.
Well, if you get into hockey, just know we're going to roll if you become a Pittsburgh fan.
Yeah. If I probably did anything, I probably just, the Carolina Hurricanes, whatever.
Go for that, yeah.
I've never been a big baseball guy. I've watched some baseball. I've played some baseball.
If that tells you what team I'm for, yep.
What is that?
The Atlanta Braves.
Oh, yeah. I think everybody around here is around the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. We're not New York Yankee fans around here.
Oh, jeez, no. Oh, jeez. They're annoying. Sorry, guys.
Can we lie? They're annoying.
Sorry,
not sorry.
That's why it's boring.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man. Let's see. Okay, Grim again. She asks, not that one. Hold on. Favorite celebrity, male and female.
Okay.
You know what? I'll take this one away real quick.
Go ahead, do
Because
it.
I mean, I feel like I'm giving them. I'm like asking you the question, and you're answering them all.
I'm gonna
right
top
the bat.
off this AEW. Go ahead.
So for male, believe it or not, is my all-time fave, the first James Bond himself, Sean Connery.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I love Sean
I
Connery.
like Sean Connery. Yeah.
The man's iconic with his voice.
Mm-hmm.
He's played in some amazing movies outside of James Bond. Like he was Indiana Jones' father, for crying out loud. He played in The Rock. God, what was the other movies that he played in that just are escaping me right now because I'm thinking of them on the spot.
I'm
quite
not
a-
a big movie buff. Go ahead.
I was gonna say there's quite a bit that he's been in, and it's just every single movie that I ever seen him in. It's been amazing. There's one that I really want you to check out. You may find it interesting. It's called Finding Forrester.
I've saw that. I haven't saw the movie, but I've saw like that movie around like at Walmart or whatnot. And
Yeah, it's.
I've heard of people.
I'm not
talk
even
about
going to tell you anything about it. That's going to be your homework.
Right.
Just go out and find that movie.
I
and
got
watch it.
homework on my own podcast.
Yep,
That's
there
what I'm
you go.
talking about.
I want you to go watch that movie yourself and tell me your experiences with it without me telling you any context of what it's about.
Cool. I'll do that.
Okay.
Female.
Female. Ooh. Wesley, I know if you're hearing this, you're probably saying the exact same thing. And me, yep, that's who I would pick. It's probably gonna be Jennifer Connelly.
Okay.
She's always been one of my faves. Pretty much my childhood heartthrob, if you want to say.
Oh, yeah. Throb. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
I love her. She's nice.
Yeah, that was my go-to. It was like it was always a tie between her, Courtney Cox from Friends,
Yeah. Yeah.
and Liv Tyler.
Oh,
Yes, Arwen.
Arwen herself.
Yeah, it's like it's always been a top. And no, it's not because Arwen's father is Steven Tyler of Aerosmith. No, it's mainly. I mean, she's got the looks. I mean, what can I say?
Aragorn fell for it, and I like Aragorn.
And he looked at her and said, "You have my sword."
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. I can't take you seriously sometimes. Oh, my
All right,
gosh.
What
So,
about your favorites?
Wow. If we're that's a very good question. I couldn't say that I have like the top tier favorite. I'd have to say one of my favorites to watch if we're talking movie actors here. It's got to be Tom Cruise. I have a lot of respect for him. I think he has a lot of respect for you can look at his projects. I think he has a lot of respect for the business. He cares about what the fans did. Did you go see the new Top Gun?
I haven't seen anything with anything new with Tom Cruise in a while. I need
Okay.
to see that one. Yes.
Well,
I know how people say it's good.
We went to the theaters. As a matter of fact, I took Dad for Father's Day.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the theaters, and before the movie started, a thing came up, and it was just him. And he says, "Guys, because they had some issues. They were during COVID and all that good stuff going on, and I had to get that out. That hurt." He said, guys, we had a lot of complications with that, and everybody was kind of going immediately to streaming services with a lot of these movies. But he made sure, he says, no, they're not going to streaming services yet. They're gonna come to the movies. We want somebody to come to the movies to see this. And he says, guys, we made this for you. We wanted you to be here and experience this movie because he says we feel like this is an amazing project. We put our heart and soul into that, and that that explains who Tom Cruise is. That guy puts his heart and soul into things, and you can definitely see it.
He's
definitely
made a lot of good movies that I really enjoy. The Mission Impossible.
Yes.
Yeah, the Mission Impossible movies are good. Top
Top Gun series is really good. Jack Reacher.
We were just talking about NASCAR. I loved him in Days of Thunder. That was a good
Right.
That
Oh
was a
man,
really good
I completely forgot about that thing too.
He
man.
even played in a movie called The Last Samurai, and that was really, really good.
I don't think I ever saw that.
That one's really is worth a watch. The only movie that he's ever made that I absolutely hate is called Magnolia. That movie put me into a depression.
A lot of people couldn't stand Oblivion. I kind of liked it.
I don't think I've seen
kinda dug it.
Oblivion. Magnolia, I feel like I need to do drugs if I'm going to watch that movie.
Oh, okay.
Like, honestly, I'm not going to lie.
Do what you
That
gotta do,
movie is like, okay, I don't understand it. Maybe if I do drugs, this thing will make sense. it was weird. Like I told somebody, I remember watching that movie one night. It put me in this whole like down. Like if you go look it up online right now, it's got so many positive reviews talking about praising the movie and everything. And I'm just like, okay, I'll go watch it. I watched it. It came on IFC one night before
IFC.
Yeah, it came on there one night, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll watch it. I watched it before bed. I didn't sleep, but maybe 1 hour that night before school. Went to sleep for that hour. My mom woke me up, went to school, and I was just in a depression mood all day. It was like I stared at the wall and did not do anything. I was like fried in the brain.
My first ever Tom Cruise movie was War of the Worlds. That was the first one I ever saw with him in it, and boy, I loved that movie.
I actually missed that one too.
You've never saw War of the Worlds?
No.
Oh my god!
And
you want to talk about me earlier?
And
with the Disney movies.
I hate to say it, but I've been calling that movie the wrong name all these years. I've been calling World at the Wars. I was like, that sounds weird, and now I see why it sounds weird.
Oh man, I freaking love. But yeah, Tom Cruise is great. If I had to go female actor or female celebrity,
he's going to choose Zendaya. I'm just kidding.
No, not Zendaya. I really don't even know. Probably Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston easily. Yeah, I like Jennifer Aniston.
You don't like a good old Kate Blanchett?
A little bit.
Miranda Otto.
Miranda.
She played dadgummit. Now her mind is escaping me. The blonde and Rohan.
Oh yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Rick, what's her name?
Eowyn.
Eowyn. There we go. Thank you.
Because you had Eowyn and Arwen. I thought that was like y'all could have figured out, like Tolkien. Come on, you could have done a little bit better with this. I think he just kind of got bored after a while.
What's the favorite Eowyn line? You can't be. What was it?
You can't be 80.
You can't be 60. Or something. And all of a sudden,
Aragorn was like 87.
She's like,
oh yeah, that was good. I thought that
I know she went up the chain of like age gaps, and she gets to 80. He's like, so I was like, just the look on her face would have been my look if I was to ask somebody, how old are you? And they look young like me, and all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, I'm 72. I'm like, what?
I think we kind of talked about this the other night when we was chilling out, just kind of hanging out and everything. But if there's one thing I always wanted to see out of the Lord of the Rings, it was I would love to see the time between The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings where Legolas meets Aragorn, because at the very end of the Battle of the Five Armies, Legolas' father says, hey, Thranduil says, hey, you need to go find this young man who Aragorn at that time would have been 20-something, probably, and because he's going to be a great man one day. And that's when Legolas goes, and in that time frame they meet, and then when you finally see Legolas and Aragorn together for the first time, in The Lord of the Rings, it is at the meeting of the ring in
Castle of Elrond.
Yeah, there in Castle Elrond, and Legolas stands up and tells Boromir immediately, "Hey, this dude is Aragorn, son of Arathorn, and he's the heir to the throne.
Isildur, yeah.
He's the heir to the Isildur. He's also heir to your daddy's throne, or the throne that sits above your daddy's chair. So, show this dude some respect." So I would love to see that timeline in between, because Aragorn did a lot of things. If you read the books, he did a lot of things. That's if you know Lord of the Rings, great. If you don't, you know I just talked gibberish for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, Phil, we're talking to you.
Yes. Phillips watched it. I just don't think I think it was just too much for him, and I think because I didn't understand it all in one watch through. I've watched it many times, not only because I wanted to understand it, but also it's like there's so many layers to it, and I just love it. I'm a heavy thinker as it is.
Remember, Nathan, August have layers.
Oh man, I need to watch that too.
Yes,
friggin' awesome. What else you got for me, sir? Is it time for that anonymous question?
Nope, still not.
Okay,
we got a few more, I think. Next one. Grim asked this: if you could time travel to one historical period, where would it be? I'll start this one as well.
Go ahead.
So you can think something.
I
seen that.
Yeah, that look of I don't know.
I know I've always said I would love to go back in the Renaissance times, because I love, I love the Renaissance. I love medieval. You know, when archery and swordplay was all a big thing. You know, you had your jesters and knights and kings, and you know, horse was the only way around.
What was the doctor's name
On what?
during the Renaissance? There was a special name for them because they wore like a weird getup.
You talk about the freaking
Your face
thing with
mask
the beak,
thing.
the
Yep.
beak.
God, I can't.
If
think
you
of
hadn't
it.
asked, I would have been able to tell you.
I'll look it up. You keep going.
But that was mainly for the Black Plague, though, wasn't it?
It may have been. I'm not sure.
I was going to say, I think it was for the Black Plague, but I may be wrong.
Nothing like a good Black Plague.
Honestly, like the time period I would like to be a part of, and I would actually love to be a part of this, the Revolutionary time period, when the colonies were all in effect, and you know, the Revolutionary War against the British.
Right.
You know, your
Oh,
the
that
pa-
reminds me of one of
Patriot.
my favorite movies. Mel Gibson. Why didn't I,
I was
think
like
of
Mel Gibson,
Dag-
The Patriot. That's
Yes.
one of my favorite movies.
God, I've got to rewatch that. That's
And-
beautiful. Go ahead.
I got it on my Voodoo. I watch it quite a bit.
I need to watch that again.
Yeah, I absolutely love the revolutionary. I can't speak English now, but I love the revolutionary time period. I love the whole, you know, the whole fight with the British and everything. There's some things in there that I do not like. I mean, I could have done away with those. I'm not one for slavery or anything like that. Like that would have been.
Oh yeah, obviously.
I would definitely been negative towards that. So I've probably been a Yankee at that point from up
Yeah.
north. But it's like it's just I absolutely love that time period. Like I would have fought for freedom. I would have fought for, you know, equal rights for everybody.
By the
and
way,
just-
you are right. That is what that was called, like a plague doctor when they did that. That was.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, I thought I was right. I couldn't remember if it was or not. But yeah, it was like the Revolutionary. And speaking of Revolutionary, your game, Assassin's Creed 3,
Yeah, I love
is
that
in the
game.
Revolutionary time
is.
period. I love it.
You
It's
can
like-
you can play it, and I thought it was really good. I thought it was pretty historically accurate too, and I'm a big stickler on. You know, if you're going to do something like that, make it accurate, make it suitable to the times.
It was. I enjoyed it because of that.
Oh, dude, it was great.
So yeah, Revolutionary Wars. Me, where was you?
Back in the days of
Also, I just now realized I didn't say the Greek era because I love Greek mythology. So
Greek mythology is a cool thing. I'm glad I'm going to stick kind of in that same realm, religion. I'm actually going to go back in the days of Jesus. I
Days of
am.
Jesus?
I am going to do that. I think it would have been absolutely or back in the time, in this specific moment in time, with the 40 years and the 40 nights with Moses and seeing all that.
that'd been an interesting.
Oh yeah, I would love to see the parting of the Red Sea. I think that would have been one of the coolest things.
As long as you didn't say, "Hey, I want to see Noah's Ark."
Yeah.
I have a feeling like we wouldn't been invited to that ship.
Well, no, we all were invited to the ship. Just nobody believed him. So he was the only person on board. Him and his family, and every animal known to man, or at least one of them. Which after I forgot exactly the time frame that he was on the boat, but I actually do want to go up to Kentucky and see that.
Why do I have a feeling if Noah's Ark was 2022, you would see something like this #party on the Noah boat,
Oh Jesus!
and everybody would be there. Like,
I don't know that I do. You know, they do have the replica or what they believe to be a pretty much exact, very accurate to the knowledge that we do have. Up in I think it's Kentucky. I think Philip was telling me. Me and Philip have talked about potentially going up there and seeing that. I think it'd be a cool thing to see. I would actually I'd take my dad as well to go see it as well. I know he would like to go see it. I think everybody in my family really would. I would like to see it, but if you're talking time frame back in the times of Jesus, just to see that, I mean, his ministry was 3 years, 3.5 years, if I remember correctly. I would have loved to have saw that and just see this, in person. That now I have to wait for, but still, I think that'd be pretty cool.
I'm trying to find the next question because there was some talk in there.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so this one's kind of similar.
I know where this is going.
But it's if you could travel to one place,
never mind.
where and why?
I already know my answer for this one.
And I know it too. You want to go first, or you want me to go first? Your choice.
You've done a good couple first. I finally have my answer on this one. I'll kick it back to me. I would go to New Zealand. Actually, because of the Lord of the Rings trilogy and the Hobbits as well, they were filmed there.
Standing on Amon Ahen or Amon Hen or what is it called?
They were filmed there. If you watch Lord of the Rings, if there's one thing you can say is that they made, oh man, the cinematography that was beautiful, and it's just the landscapes.
All six
that's
of those
it.
Movies were there.
Oh yeah.
That's that you know I
Hobbiton, the Shire is still there.
Is the new thing being shot there or no?
I would assume not.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I would assume not, but if they're actually pulling that off and shooting it there, that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, like the Rings of Power, which I haven't watched that yet. I think there's like 4 episodes out. Alan's been telling me about it.
We are so slow.
Oh no, man, I'm horrible at that because the thing about it is I have like a weird thing about starting new shows. It's just like I know what I like, so I kind of stick there. So instead of just watching because I guess I'm nervous about it would screw up. I'm just nervous about it. I don't know what it is. I get like stage fright with it. Like, here we go to watch it. I can't
and
do
then all
it.
of a sudden, it's like Galadriel did some stupid move or something, and it's like,
yeah.
No.
Because I'm a big stickler on certain things. So, in The Hobbit, if you look at the swords.
Which one? The Sting?
Any of them.
Any of them? Okay.
And they're in the middle of a battle. The blade's not dirty. I am that type of picky. Seriously.
I hate you because now I'm going to look at this.
You will, and it'll bother the piss out of you because it did me. If you look at The Lord of the Rings, all the blades are dirty. In the middle of a fight, just in a fight, you could see like the blood on it would just something. And then I noticed it in like, I think there was like 1 or 2 scenes where it was like there was something there.
Okay.
But for the most part, no.
So since you're spewing out Lord of the Rings facts, here's something that I learned on Facebook today. You remember when they weren't going to go through the Mines of Moria,
right?
And they went above to the mountains,
yeah.
And they're walking, and they're walking through the snow, right?
Yeah.
Elves are light on the foot. If you look at Legolas,
he's walking.
He's walking above the snow, on top of the snow,
and everybody else is like entrenched up to like the neck.
I never really paid attention to that.
Yeah.
Now I'm really going to pay attention to that.
I never understood for the longest time why he did that, and everybody, because I'm like, if that's the case, why don't everybody just get out of the freaking snow, you idiots? Just stand on top of it. But I found out that fact, I think maybe a couple of years ago, that he was light-footed, or that elves. No, it wasn't that long ago. I think it was maybe about a year ago.
That's why we say it, Philip. Watch it and learn it. That's the way I did with Star Wars. I've done it with Lord of the Rings. I did it with Marvel.
I mean, because like Philip can tell you Star Wars back, front, and center.
Mm-hmm.
He can tell you all that good stuff. Well, Lord of the Rings has that same thing. It has that same, I guess you could, just.
I'm right there. It's like I'm right there with you. I did not get it the first time. I enjoyed watching the movie. I was like, dude, that was a masterpiece.
I always liked the battles. I like that, and I loved Aragorn. I don't know what it is. It just I tied to that character if you can snag me with a character, you got me.
I wish I could find someone who could make outfits because I seriously want a Boromir outfit.
I don't know about all that now.
I would actually.
I do want Aragorn's sword though.
It was a pretty awesome outfit.
I do want Anduril. I do want that sword.
The only thing I probably would not carry of Boromir's is that huge ass round shield.
Oh yeah,
that shield was
that old funker, a little frisbee.
It probably take up like half of this. Like it would probably fill out this whole frame.
Oh dude, that shield is huge.
Oh my god.
Hit me with Oh, hold on a second. Well, I think I might have something.
Oh yeah, and by the way, the place that I would love to go to and why is Finland. I love Finland.
Look at this. Look at what Steven just sent us. I don't know if we'd be able to do this in frame or not.
Oh, we're going to do that.
I don't know if we could do this in frame. Is that possible? So I just got a question from Philip, not Philip, Steven. God, I got to figure out how we could do that because I mean we'd be leaning hard.
Okay, first off,
Over the test.
before he answers, it's Finland, by the way.
Yeah.
And the
Oh
reason-
yeah. Keep going. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's all good.
I got excited.
He's ready for this one now. But no, it's Finland because number one, the country is beautiful over there. Like everything that I've watched in tourist travels and everything are amazing. Why do I even bring up Finland? There's a lot of bands that I love that are from Finland, and it's just, it got me like, hey, the music's great there. Let me dive into more and see what Finland's about, and it's just been beautiful. Like if I could live there, I would. Probably would stay there forever.
I could do that. I could see that. I could be pretty. I could be pretty. That could be pretty.
I feel pretty.
Oh man. So in the middle of all this, we got a text from Mr. Steven, who is Philip's brother. And he asked a very simple question. Who would win in an arm wrestling contest? Myself or Mr. Richard?
Or he said, you or Nathan. I mean, Richard.
Yeah. How do we set this up?
I guess we just go from here.
Is that like, hold on a second, like if we went down like this way, right? Like
I may need to sit a little.
I was about to say because like I'm gonna
hurt.
like I was about to say it's gonna break an arm here.
Yeah, and
So,
I don't trust myself.
how do
winning
we-
this? So
Hold on a second. I think I have. We might be able to use something here. Hold on a second. Let me grab that. Let me entertain the stream.
hello, my baby. Hello, my
Remember I
darling.
used to do that to freaking Philip all the time. Every
Philip,
time.
entertain the stream.
Let me move this noodle out of the way.
Hey, what did he do? Yeah. Something like that. Is it sturdy enough?
We're gonna try something here. This is gonna be good.
It's sturdy enough.
I hope it is. I believe it is. If it's not, well, we're about to go through it. All right.
Your dad's gonna kill you if you break his books or
He tried to give it to. Oh, my bad.
Oh.
That was a knee.
my knee. Or hold on, my leg.
My leg. All right, dude. Let's freaking.
Okay, you are
So
out
is
of frame.
Is
so-
this?
Oh, yeah, I'm
Let's
gonna stand
let's tilt this bad boy up a little bit here. Dude, I haven't arm wrestled in years. Let me.
up. I don't have muscle.
I really don't either, quite frankly. I just lift boxes.
Look at this madness. There is no muscle anywhere except for these thumbs that play video games
Dude.
and my calves because I walk all day.
Dude, you would think I have muscle as a UPS driver, but I don't even know if I do or not, quite frankly.
Are you ready for this?
All I know is I lift some stuff. Yeah, do a slight little turn. So obviously you guys can see who's on left, who's on right. So that's me.
Who's
and
on
let's see, like range of motion here. So if we went down, you would be
Yeah.
good. If I went down,
you'll be-
that'd be good. That'd be good.
Okay.
So all right.
Good.
So we don't have like the super cool handles the whole like the WWE thing is, but screw it, Bo. Let's do it.
Put some holes in here and put the mics up there. There we are.
Let me get a firm footing here. I don't want to. You good? You good over there?
Good.
Stretch out. 1, 2, 3. See some
Yeah.
belly button action. Yeah.
Belly button action.
Oh dear Jesus. Alan did that last time, but he didn't film it. Well, I filmed it, but I didn't film it, but we talked about it.
Keep it censored.
All right, you ready?
Uncensored, not censored.
All right. I'm gonna put handbook on my
Don't put it on your butt.
leg. Grab a leg back there.
Okay, here we go.
All right, man. Are you ready?
Yep.
Oh man, this is great.
Here goes
You ready?
nothing.
All right, this is gonna hurt the elbow because this is not padded.
He's not going to be able to lift it.
Raw. It's all right. We're good. All right, you ready?
Thank God I'm off the mark.
In 3, lock up with me. 2, 1. You're steady standing there. I'm gonna grab this. I can't take this seriously. Are you leaning, dear sir? I see some lean there.
Leading too. Okay. Come on.
This
We're
is so,
both leaning. It's like you're leaning back.
I know, I
We're
wish
going
we
backwards
had-
and going forward. We're doing this little teeter-totter.
my elbow hurts so bad.
All right. Other arm.
Yeah, let's do. I'm so weak in my left arm. You're gonna easily win this with the left arm. If you've got any strength in the left arm, you're
Well, at
easily
least
gonna win this.
The right arm I'm bad with, but the thing is with the bad one, I was able to keep you.
No, I wish I had some padding. That friggin' elbow hurts so bad.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I know that
I
friggin'
might get a muscle.
like on the bottom side. God, I have bony elbows. That friggin' hurts. All right,
I wish we had all padding and everything.
I know, me too. In 3, 2, 1. Maybe I am stronger. Ah, Jesus.
Dang.
My elbows hurt so bad, dude. My elbows are rough, man. God, that hurts.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
well, maybe this wasn't in my good arm, but hey.
Oh, man. My left arm's... I guess it's better than I thought.
Want to try it one more time with the right?
Let's do it one more time with the right. You ready?
All right, here we go.
Ready for a good arm wrestle? We got to ask the question, who can win an arm wrestle? I can win with my left arm, but we had a stalemate with the right.
Yeah. Steven asked.
Oh, man. This has been a great episode, by the way.
Yes,
This is a good idea to have you guys send in questions for this. This is really good.
We're going to start doing this more often.
We really do, honestly.
How long has the episode been?
Pretty like about an hour 15, dude. Solid. All right, you ready, sir?
Let's do it.
All right.
God, I wish I had a...
My right elbow hurts so bad for sitting on this thing. In 3, 2, 1. All day. It's starting to hurt now.
Come on.
Are you moving that elbow? I see that elbow being moved. No, sir.
Ah. Dang.
My elbows are so bony they hurt. Good night. Oh my gosh.
I'm trying. It's like I'm over here, like I'm over here like digging holes in my leg. And I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Oh,
there's just
we're gonna
that.
invest in
Nathan.
padding. We're
Yes.
definitely gonna invest in some padding. Good lord. That's gonna hurt tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, that's good stuff.
Oh, thank you, Steven.
Thank you, Steven, for.
Thank you for asking that.
Yes.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it was good. Oh man, I gotta fix camera again.
Now I gotta like lift. Now I gotta lift more so I can actually beat him now. I think we have like 2 questions left, right?
You got 2 more left.
I think it's 2.
Cool.
Oh boy, where'd he go?
All right, we are back. Oh man, that's good. That's good stuff right there. We're good. I done lost my headset too.
I got 2 questions left.
What you got for me?
The anonymous and the one from Grim.
Okay.
I'm way over here now, so hold up.
Yeah, come on back. Come on back to frame. Come on back to frame. We're back.
Hello.
Whew.
Okay, I'm talking with a Coke bottle. All right. If you could go back in time, Grim asked this, and kill Hitler, would you? Okay, so part of me says yes, because if you're asked that on the fly,
Oh yeah,
on the fly without thinking, you're automatically going to say yes. But my same answer and reasoning is the exact same thing he said. So Nathan, take it away.
Well, so for me, I said no. And before you get all twisted and your panties go up in your freaking rectum, here's the reason I'd say that.
Yeah, Grim.
Yeah, Grim. I don't even know you, Grim. Thank you, Grim, for the question. No, but the reason I actually say that is that would completely alter history, right? So that would alter history.
Pause you for a second.
Go ahead.
Steve, that arm wrestling opened up my sinuses. Good God.
Arm wrestled the sinuses on him.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. No, actually, as a matter of fact, I would say no, purely on the basis that it would alter history. Mm-hmm. And just because you eliminate one evil doesn't mean there's not more out there. And there was a theory that was posed out there a long time ago that I heard of stating that who knows, there could have been an even worse scenario happen. If nothing would have happened, would America and Russia eventually kind of went to blows? Because I mean, you know, through the world wars, you saw the atomic bomb being used. Even though it was against Japan, obviously, but the use of the atomic bomb, nobody knew what kind of devastation that thing caused, and you know, with Russia and America already not being on good terms, even back in those days, who knows what could have happened? The atomic bomb could have been used on us, or you know, we could have gotten to a massive war with Russia, and just there's so many different possibilities of what could have happened. Yeah, everything. If I would say this, if that was to happen, let's say if you could and go kill Hitler for some reason, go back and kill him, and nothing happened, nothing bad come after, which is basically impossible. Sure, yeah, cool, but knowing that is impossible, and more than likely. There could have been
something far worse,
right? That because think about it nowadays, especially with nuclear weapons, nobody wants to pull the trigger on those because we know how destructive they were back in the 40s when we saw it dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And guess what? Those things nowadays, the atomic bomb then match it with a nuclear warhead today. Yeah. I mean, it's not even a burp compared to that. I mean, that's deadly. That's saying a lot there. So
yeah, it's like one little nuclear warfare is the end of the earth.
Oh yeah, very easily. I mean, those one nuclear warhead hitting anywhere in the world, not only kills millions. I mean, serious damage, even global damage. Quite frankly, with all that radiation up in the air and everything.
But now
I mean, look at Chernobyl. That is nothing. Chernobyl is nothing compared to a nuclear warhead, and you can't even get in that place no more. You can't live in it for, 50,000 years?
You said damage, so I'm going to have to bring good old Phil Swift up. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, so there's my answer.
So both our answers is pretty much the same. It's like, it's like automatically, who doesn't want to go back and kill Hitler?
I mean, yeah,
it's a great thought, but if we could say, hey,
or at least
you are given the chance to, it's like, nah.
If you ever do any history on Hitler, he's a very interesting man, and I know this is going to sound weird, and like I said, just go back and do the research on him, how he grew up and everything. I can understand why he jumped to the narrative that he did, even though it's extreme. There's a reason you're not born saying I'm gonna be evil and that's what I do. No, there's causations to each act, and I can understand where he was going to, because his whole life was kind of aimed in that direction by his parents, and that says a lot. I know I could get into a whole thing there about parents and the kids, and that's just one thing. But knowing the backstory of his mom and his dad and kind of who grew up around him sibling-wise.
It set the stage for him to be as evil as he was.
Yeah, or not sibling-wise, but the people that he had around him. It just led him down the path, and he went down the path, which was very wrong and very evil, but it sent him that way, and he immediately just stuck on it because that's all he knew. So he didn't know anything else. So, yeah. I'd have to say, if there's anything I could do, I'd like to go back and talk to Hitler's parents. Be like, Mom, Pa, double check what you're doing now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, that's a good question. Good question.
Thank you, Tess. I called you by your name. Thank you, Graham.
Wow. Name drop. Go ahead.
Hey, Tess is
no
Graham.
longer anonymous here.
Well, their names weren't anonymous. They didn't really care. So, but I was using game names. But you know what? You're now known as Tess. But Tess. Okay.
Last question, and this is the anonymous question, right?
This is the anonymous question. This is the last question,
right? And we might even have to kind of push this into the next one, maybe. But I think this is good. Go ahead, keep going. We're gonna answer it.
Where do we see ourselves in 20 years?
Wow.
Old.
Like I said, I'll be 42.
And I will be 52 going into 53.
Well, he'll be a few months removed from being 50, or a few months until you turn 53.
If we're going about this date right now, yes.
Right. Yeah.
I will be shortly turning 53 in December.
Wow. That is, I mean, think about that. I mean,
I
20
will-
years is a long time.
I will possibly have there's not the possible. I mean, I'm going to have an adult child at that time.
Yeah, your daughter will be your age. 31, though, right? She's 11?
Yeah.
She'll be 31. Think about that. Wow.
Ouch.
That says a lot.
Did I just see like 20 white hairs and full forming a frame?
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Jeez, man.
20 years from now. I don't think I've ever thought 20 years ahead. I know I've thought like 5, maybe 10 years ahead.
It's like I never go fully extreme with 10. I try to.
I like Matthew McConaughey's
I
saying.
1 in 5.
I like, I would say I like Matthew McConaughey's saying where he says, my idol or the person I look up to is me in 5 years or me in 10 years. And that's someone you can never catch, but you're always trying to be just like, I like that. But 20 years from now, I would be 42. I would love to obviously have a family by that time. I can technically retire in 26 years. Technically. Not saying that I'll do it, obviously, but I can technically do that if I want to. So I would be getting close to that. If, let's just say prayers, if something amazing happens in life and I'm somehow, the money building principles that I've instated in my life really do kick off and go into some amazing way, that would be pretty cool. But I would love to have a family at that time, obviously. Settle down, enjoying life, still working every day, raising children. Whatever age they'd be at that time, obviously, I don't know. But yeah, I could see just kind of basically that's where I would like to be, obviously.
For me, it's like, especially, for me, I would love to have more kids. I don't want to be one and done it.
Right.
But, for me, I've always looked, like I said, 1 in 5. Where am I going to be next year? Where am I going to be 5 years from now?
Right. That's a little bit more realistic. You could see yourself like kind of go into more detail about it.
I'll put it this way. Back in 2011, 2012, I asked myself many times, like watching YouTube all the time. I was like, I want to do that. I want to do something with YouTube. I want to make videos. I want to do stuff.
You said that a lot to me. I think that's one thing that we really clicked on.
Mm-hmm. And even with podcasts, when podcasts started becoming a thing, I was like, I love to talk. You like to talk. Why don't we make something where we just talk about wonderful ideas? And look at this right now.
Yeah.
If you told me in 2012, like, hey, dude, you're actually going to do that 10 years from now. Here we are, 2022.
Yeah.
You're going to do that. I've been like, yeah, it's only a dream. I've been chasing it forever. It's not going to happen, but I would love for it to happen. And here we are.
Yeah, I'm a big dream chaser. I think very deeply about a lot of things. I'm very goal oriented in my life. I have goals in life that I want. I think my biggest one right now, because being at the age of 22, man, I am very thankful and very blessed at where I'm at. I am in a great spot for 22, and I don't say that to gloat. I say that because I am thankful. I'm seriously thankful for where I'm at. But not only that, but I want to continue to build onto my life. So my biggest one right now, and this is the way I am, if people know me, know that I enjoy watching Dave Ramsey. And great dude. He has great money building principles that are based biblically. And you can find all of this stuff. If you just read the scriptures, they're there. And I like that because he says, you can always win with money. The power of intentionality. I'm going to be intentional with what I do. It is a very true statement. It is a very true thing. You put in the work. and stick to the plan. I am living proof based off of my life and the debts that I had. You can get through it. You can get through it. If you really clench down on it, you can get through it just as easy as anybody else can. I don't care who you are, what age you are, the kind of income that you have coming in. There is always an opportunity for you to excel with money. And that is one of the biggest principles that I have found from him. And not only that, I think being in church more has been a great deal for me. I mean, it has opened my eyes and allowed me to see life through a different lens than ever before. And I am so thankful for that. And being able to share that with, not only me, but, me and Philip as well. We went up to Tennessee just to see Phil Kidd, went up to Gastonia 2 weeks ago. I'm pretty sure he was about 2 weeks ago now, to go see him at that Jubilee in Gastonia. It's been very good. I've had a very, very good life. Obviously, we have ups and downs every day. Tough. It happens. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off. You're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Times may be a little bit harder than you'd like them to be, which is understood. But nevertheless, I have to say, right now in life, that is probably my biggest thing. Is the money building principles, because not only that can carry me on. This is a starting point, and it can carry me on to the next 5, 10, 20 years, and I have to say that's probably my biggest right now. Is I love that. I really do.
I just gotta get the whole message.
Oh yeah, the thing.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with the thing.
The thing with the thing.
I'm pretty sure
tied in with that thing.
I'm pretty sure this thing isn't gonna be saw before that thing.
Yeah. So
maybe,
yeah.
I don't know. I'll probably try to get it out by
stuffing things.
the day of the thing.
Stuffing things.
Stuffing things. Yeah. But you, Mr. Richard, what do you think, man? What do you think? I mean, right now, in the immediate future, not 20 years from now, which is great.
For myself?
But yes, the immediate future for you. Like I was talking about the money building principles.
Well, like I said, for me, it's been 10 years. I said I was chasing a dream back then, and I arrived at that dream of meeting you, actually going the distance with this YouTube podcast, streaming the AWF.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's something, it's like I would love, to keep creating things, and if it leads to something magical.
Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
You said that in 2012, right?
Yeah.
2012. You met me 2 years later.
Exactly.
And we've done videos. We've done spot videos. 2016, I believe, being the earliest. Yeah, 2016 being the earliest, with worst games of 2016. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
And the thing is, we kept hopping on and off. I mean, I know for you, it was like balancing school, just fresh out of school, college life and whatnot with you. So it was like you weren't fully on board yet. For me, it's like, me. You gave me a call. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yep.
Because I've always wanted to do this, and the moment that I can actually do something, be in front of a camera, be able to talk about stuff, I'm down to do it.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like I want to make it grow. I mean, right now we have like this amount of people.
Yeah.
We can, if we can make that grow, if we can share this, and all of a sudden, bam, this amount of people, then that's amazing.
Yeah, I would say that it is pretty kind of cool to see the.
Will it happen? I don't know. Like I said,
Right.
Who knows what 20 years is going to be?
Right.
Will we be the famous guys that are on the YouTube show and have like lots of followers that we now do this like daily and we make a career out of it or something? Who knows what happens?
That's
But
the cool part about life.
That it is. It's a wonder.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, for me, I could be sitting back. Okay, get ready to laugh, guys. I know you're going to laugh. I could be sitting back slinging meat all day in the deli. But, this is Boar's Head Meats. I could be doing that all my life. I mean, yes, I enjoy it. I have my occasional days where I'm like, yeah, I'm gay. This is cool. But if I can make if I can follow my dreams and possibly leave that behind one day, yeah, I'm gonna hate. I'm gonna miss the experiences and the friends that I gained over the years through that.
Mm-hmm.
But I will be able to sit back and relax and say, yeah,
Cool.
I followed my dream. I did it.
I think that's a big one for me. I mean,
Hey,
think about it. What are you? How did you get here?
Hello.
Hello there. Goodbye.
You want to
little-
fly the frame?
Little bug. Yeah, go to the light. Get.
You know you want to because you are a what is that?
I don't know. Some sort of just flying
I
creature.
think it's a gnat.
Some winged beast.
Go to the lamp.
Yeah. I'm surprised he isn't.
Wait.
Well.
He's making his return.
You better get, cuz.
He's
Anyway.
gonna land in that.
Man's trying to distract me from this outro. This is nuts.
I just want him to fly in the frame one good time.
Yeah, there he is. All right. Get out of here. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Hey, get away from my camera.
He's gonna fly just place right in front of the camera.
He's
I
going to
would love
land
that.
in front of the camera and tell everybody goodbye for us.
All right, no, stop! Hey, get off me! Go away!
Oh, man. No, think about life was completely different for me 4 years ago. 4 years ago, it's 2018. I'm graduating high school. Yeah, I'm not young. I'm graduating high school, going to college, get there, spend 2 years doing teleproduction courses and everything else I need to do to get my degree. 4 months before graduation, my instructor comes to me. He has a lot of connections throughout the city of Charlotte, where the SEC or the ESPN SEC network is located. I was supposed to go there and work, and I woke up one day and something said, "Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it at all. Whatever you just do." I mean, I had dreamed of one day sitting courtside NBA and commentating games. That's why I commentated so much. I commentated sports, football, basketball, volleyball, soccer, even did a little bit of, I didn't do baseball. But yeah, I did all of those sports locally, did them all the time. Really enjoyed them. I loved them. That's what I wanted to do. I was creating. I was learning how to create even more. Taking my talents and doing other things with it, like the AWF series was a brand new start. Created a short film, music video, did all this stuff, and something says, "Don't do it." And I stopped. Completely stopped. And I have to say, how life has turned out, I would not take it back. Would not take it back one day. One bit. Not one day, not one moment. I wouldn't take it back. I would be right here doing this exact same thing.
All the amazing experiences, man.
Right, think about that. I mean, think about that. You take a major chance like that. In the moment, it scares the absolute mess out of you, because I'm 19 going on 20. I was 20 when I graduated, but I was 19 going on 20 when I made that decision. And the whole time I'm thinking like, what do I do with my life? Because career-wise, I didn't know what else I could do. I was working a part-time gig.
I remember we were looking at you when you said, "Hey, I'm going to be UPS driver." Like,
yeah, as a matter of fact, I was on my dad's insurance, and his work is literally right around the corner from the UPS building that I work out of. And for some reason, they lost my birth certificate, or I lost a copy of my birth certificate and needed it for the insurance because they were getting ready to re-up the insurance. And I took them a copy, and as I'm driving by that UPS building, the light went off in my head. And so, okay. And sure enough, I got to his work, and they said, "Oh yeah, we found it. We just forgot to call you."
wow.
Think about how that turns out. The light goes on in my head. I start working there. A year and a half, almost 2 years later, I get a driving job where I'm a guy that likes to work by myself, generally, honestly. I don't really care to work with multiple people. I just feel like I get more work done by myself. And now I get to do that all day. I'm out. I'm not sitting in an office chair. I'm not sitting having to write multiple things all day. I can get out. I can enjoy the sunlight. Yes, it comes with the rain and rainy days and the gloom. Okay, whatever. But I'm still out and about. I'm able to get out, run off my energy because I have a lot of energy, and meet some cool people and just have a good time and kind of enjoy work by myself.
Now look at him.
I mean, and now I'm doing this on my terms.
I mean, I know we all make the joke, but now he's a good old walking turd.
I am. I do that.
in his browns.
I am. I do. I wear my little browns, and I got a fresh set of shirts too. They're pretty cool.
If he does the number 2, nobody won't know.
No, I've tried that. It works. What?
There you go.
Yeah, I might want
Chocolate.
Anyway, I think this is actually the longest one that we've had. This is an hour 35 so far on my end.
The reason why it's the longest is because you wonderful people that are my friends. And
thank you. That's just off the ones out of his friends group, and one from Steven.
And an anonymous.
An
so
anonymous.
From
That was a
someone
great question.
that was I'm not really friends with. I mean, we just talk every now and then when I comment on their stuff on Instagram.
Right. I mean, great questions from all of you guys. Every one of you that sent in, from the anonymous person to Grim and Morbs and Steven with the who put us through physical effort. Thank you for that. Had a great time with this episode. This has been a really good episode.
Yes, it has. I've absolutely enjoyed this episode.
Oh yeah, this episode's great. I mean, we even did this,
like I
with everything.
I really am thinking about like making more of those. I mean, I know it's a trend thing and a lot of people do it, but guess what?
That'd be kind of cool.
I mean,
Screw it, why not?
I mean, this was good. I mean, everything's not a real. How does the kids say it nowadays? Everything's not a banger.
Not a banger.
It's not a banger.
Oh man.
So, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'll look up some things. I mean, we could try. Like, I'll go cook something if it's good. And I mean, heck, we learned something new.
I am cool with it. I have had a great time with this episode. Thank you again, Mr. Richard. Episode 6 is now in the book. Looking to episode 7. We got some cool stuff coming out pretty soon. We are looking forward to that.
I think you're going to like it too.
I'm still kind of tinkering with it a little bit, but we got some cool stuff in the works. It's going to be a good time. I'm enjoying it. Anyway, guys, we want to thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here with us. Yes. Hopefully you all have enjoyed this episode just as much as we have, and we will see you all
next time.